Hey guys, Comet here. Welcome to Alchemy Factory. My YouTube feed's been full of people playing this game, so I decided to watch a couple of videos, and it looked pretty interesting. So I downloaded the game myself, and turns out it is like crack for those on the spectrum. Just looking at the main menu screen, obviously it's a factory builder. You have conveyor belts, there's some piping, items being launched all over the place. But what sets this game apart from other games is the shop mechanic. So there's no like resource nodes that you get stuff from. You have to actually go out and buy the base materials, convert it into something a little better, and then sell that better thing to keep the loop going. If we jump into a new game here, I'm going to hold P to skip the tutorial on the left there. Kind of know what I'm doing already. But this is it. So this is our shop right here. We've got bed, counter, back door. This is where you buy the materials. You can buy logs, you can buy limestone, iron. We haven't gotten there yet. And then there's seeds and other stuff we can buy in here. If we come over to the mailbox, it's got a little quest icon here. It wants us to submit large wooden gears. And that'll give us 400 copper coins and some flax. You can see our money in the top right. We start off with 10,000 copper, no silver, no gold. You can see how far into the day we are, 11 minutes. Our shop reputation is at 0. It's day 1. And we are a level 1 alchemist. And so by doing this quest, that would increase our alchemy level. Lets us make better materials. If we press Z, that'll bring up the tech tree. Need this table saw, because that's how we get some better material. And then we're gonna buy this area here for 4,000. That gives us some space to work with. Now there's other plots around town we can buy, like this one here for 10,000. So you don't want to buy that one right away. But there's also this loan thing you can do here. And I've actually been taking advantage of this up until about level, I think 4, when it drops off, stops being relevant. But we need to get to level 2 to unlock the first loan. And there's no interest, so there's really no downside to taking this loan. Right, but step 1, get a table saw down. So right in the corner there, I'm going to come down 2 and over 2. And I'm eventually going to want a total of 4. Back in the tech tree, let's get the conveyor belt, the grinder, and the storage box. And then I'll also queue up the incline conveyor belt while we're here. So now I can bring up the storage box, press T to change its state. Through all those are to rotate, and I want to get it right up against... Well, actually, I want to put it here. So I'll just move these really quickly. There we go. Now I'll connect all of these up to there and run them back across this way. If we go into the sawmill, we can see it makes 30 planks a minute from logs. So let's go buy some logs. Throw them in here, and they'll start working. Now this belt, press tab and go to world, you can see the belt speed is 60 a minute, lift speed 60 a minute, and all of the other global modifiers we have. But the main one is the 60 a minute. If we go into the tech tree under upgrades, we can increase that with different tech points here that we get for achieving the next alchemy level. So the first thing I want to do is actually the belt speed. That way I can fit in more of these grinders. And I can fit 6. They work at 10 a minute. This does 30, so we could do 3 grinders per table saw, which is actually 12. So I could double this, but I don't think I need that many. I've always gotten by just fine off of 6. And then run this back around this way. And then out over here. Then we'll get another box for the gears there. Let's just grab these off the belt here. I don't think there's enough in here. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and submit this quest. Boom. Go from level 1 to level 2. These are the points I was talking about. And then we have flax seeds and limestone now. And let's also take this loan immediately. Gonna do a lot of expansions. So we can go into the stone crusher to process the limestone. Let's buy a couple of those while I'm thinking about it. That also lets us get the processor and then this seed plot to actually grow our own flax. But with the processor, I want to start turning some of these larger gears into these smaller gears. So I'll go ahead and get 4 of those down. That should be plenty. That's not what I wanted. There we go. And then same idea here. Just get all of that into a box. Oh, I don't have the recipe for the thing yet. Okay, I gotta research. Here we go, the small wooden gears. I'll pick up mortar and linen along the way. Alright, there's the gears. Now I can set this to that. And then copy paste is like Dyson sphere. It's the comma and then period, period, period. Alright, next is the stone crusher. And I want this to line up with the wood, the table saw. Right here. Grab a box. Right there. And then same idea. Just run it along. Oh, I am out of... Give me that, thank you. Just run it along like that. And back over. Go ahead and throw those in. So these will turn limestone into just stone at a rate of 20 a minute. So we'll box half of it, and then once the box is full, the rest will just go down this belt. And those will not go into grinders, but straight into processors. 1, 2, 3, 4 should probably be fine. I don't need this extra belt here. And these I will set to mortars. I'll get a box for that. Just like that. So now we're making wood, large gears, small gears, stone, and mortars. And we can then go and sell those items in our shop here. So I'll get temporary little setup here. Set this to gears. Set that to small gears, and then mortars. Go ahead and fill this up. That way we can start making some money. Oh, there's a villager. There's a couple of villagers here. So they'll pick up the items off the shelves and just come drop them off on the counter. And then right now, I have to manually go over and process their transaction. But later on, we can get this neat little register here, the automatic cashier. It unlocks at level 4. So that's going to be the main goal of this episode, to just kind of automate everything. But I'll keep filling these back up. The shop's going to close here in about 30 seconds. And then that'll be the end of day. We can see all of our expenses and our profits. Well, it's expenses and revenue. You have to actually calculate your profit. And there it is. So we spent 3,200 and only made 700. But that's why I took out that loan. Because there's really, like I said, no penalty for it, and it gets you off to a good start. Let's see, what is our next quest for the day? So, you'll get these random quests and bulk orders, but then the main quest, the carpenter requests, these are permanent. These will expire, so you want to focus on the random ones first. if you want to take advantage of them before they expire, you could just completely ignore them and go just straight for the main quest. Someone rang the bell. Let's process this transaction. There's a lot of microing in the early stages. Okay, but I will pin this one and then see if I can find all of the materials for it. So 130 small wooden gears. Got 68. Stone. Let's grab some more stone, and then mortars. Grab some more mortars. And then I need to spend the points over here. Yeah, let's increase the belt speed. And that'll just increase all of our production here. Oh, what do you guys want? And if you don't want to be bothered, you could just close the shop. I think I might actually do that. I don't need the money. I took out the loan. I just want to focus on building stuff. So next step in the research tree, we need the, well, I don't need the large storage box, but I want that. And then rope, because that is the main quest. Submit 50 linen rope. And that is done in a processor, which I don't have any gears for. Give me that, thank you. Take a look at the recipe here. Rope. Needs 20 linen thread per minute to make rope. So we get another processor. This is very convenient. It makes 20. So this can just be run in 1-to-1. No belts needed. But if we look at what it takes to make the thread, that's flax fiber at 60 a minute. And that is made from the flax we got from the first quest. But I want to start planting my own flax. So I'm going to drop down some of these plots here. I'm going to come out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I'm going to do 2 rows for now. We're going to need a lot of flax. Let's go ahead and buy 8 for now. I want to get these growing because the 200 flax I got from the quest isn't actually going to be enough to do the next quest. But this can be doubled. There. So that doubles our production requirement though. So now we need 120 flax fiber. And flax fiber is made in the grinder. I'm pretty sure it is 20 a minute. So we would need 6 grinders. Yeah, 6 grinders would cover all of that. And I want this to be oriented probably this way. Room for a belt, maybe? Right there. Because later, I'll actually need some of this rope to go into another item. But for now, just get that out of the way. I'm thinking about how I want to set up the grinders. So I could do like 3 and 3. No, I don't have that. I don't have the stackers yet. I mean, that's probably fine for now. I can always change it. So just plug that into there. Plug that into there. Nice and simple. And then I'll get a box right here. No, I need the bigger box. And I'm going to turn this vertically to save some space. And then that can just run along. Oh, if I had the wood. Looks like I need to buy some more wood. That can just run along like that. Throw in the flax. And yeah, this produces at 20 a minute. So it's 3 per, and I have 6 for the 2. Alright, yeah, we're good on the ratios there. Let's buy some more wood and stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm making some rope now. That's going to take a while. I need more mortars. Stone, and yeah, I can do the random quest. Beautiful. carpenter quest. Let's pin that one. Just need to grab some more wood. And I'll drop this one off. Nice. Alright, so now we're just waiting on the rope. And with the cash I just got, I'm actually going to buy some more flax seeds. It's kind of ridiculous how many flax seeds you need. Got a nice little factory going so far. The plan is going to be to have these boxes feed into a vertical belt that runs along here, runs along the wall, and then back over here. And I'm going to have some catapults on the floor to fling the items into the shelves to keep them automatically stocked. That way I don't have to keep going back and putting stuff in here. But we won't get there until I get these lab stands. That lets you put belts on top of each other. So all of the flax that I was given for the quest is gone, and it only makes, if my memory serves me, 33. We're at 30. Oh, because I'm holding one. 32. Makes 32. What if I... Ha. $33. So at this point, I'm just going to wait for the flax to grow up in a little over a minute. Alright, there it goes. Grab all of this. Throw it in there. And I do 8 plots because that exactly fits in one of these boxes. But I can replace those seeds with some more. We could start selling rope here. I'm not gonna fill that up. I need the rope for the quest. Let's grab a little more. 7 away. There we go, 50 rope. Go ahead and get that submitted. Alright, now we've unlocked iron and sage seeds. I've also got 2 more points. I'm gonna immediately put those into more belt speed. Alright, but next set of research I want to do is the assembler for sure. I'm definitely going to need the lift. Going to need the catapult. But these items require iron. Well, these require nails, and nails require iron. So, and then iron requires the stone furnace, so we'll get that. And then I'll just pick up the trash barrel. But let's see what the next quest is. So this is just another main quest. We'll get 15 silver for that. And the conversion for silver and copper is 1 to 1,000. So 1,000 copper is 1 piece of silver. So this is really 18,000. Now, the simplest way I've found to set up a quick little iron smelter is actually just using this table. Now, normally you don't want to build on tables. Just building on the ground is easier. If I get in 2 of these, the table off of the back, I can get a saw right here with a little belt. Put the smelter on top. Going to consolidate these into a single box. That's going to go into 2 processors. And then that will be consolidated into another box. So I'll grab some wood and iron to get this started. No, just kidding. I won't. I have no money. Okay, we need to get the shop going again. I'm going to take this rope and actually start selling it. Alright, let's check our end of day stuff here. So, oh, I skipped through it. I think I saw a 9 and a 9, so we basically just broke even for the day. Any new quests? Let's see. This one I can't do yet. No way I'm getting healing potions. I've got 2 days to do it, though. Carpenter request. This one never expires, but I have the stuff for it, so I'm just gonna submit that now. And that actually got us something really important. It's the larger shelf. So I'm going to take these out and replace them with the larger shelf. And this actually makes it a lot easier to set up the catapults on the back. You can fit more items in the same amount of space instead of using these smaller ones. But we'll set this to the same stuff. So gears, mortar, rope, and linen. Alright, but the carpenter request actually gave us some money, so I'm going to grab a couple of logs and then one more piece of iron ore, because I was also granted that free piece of ore. So I'll get these on and get these in, and then just belt that up. Set this to nails, which, oh, I don't have that yet. And it's locked because I don't have enough money. Okay. Let's deal with the customers. Do a quick restock, and then gather up all of this flax. Throw it in there. I need more wood, need more stone. I don't have any money. Story of my life. Customers. Okay, let's go get nails after those couple of sales. I really need to get into these lab stands, so I just need a tad bit more money. And then I can start stacking things. Alright, lab stands just finished there. So the plan is going to be to run lab stands along this way, around here, and then up into here, and then along this way. Let's grab some nails, see if we can make that happen. Only 24. Oh boy. I need to leave one space for the lift, and then I can put in the stands. So, yeah, we're a long ways away. But the next recipe I want to look at is this linen here. That takes 120 linen thread per minute. That's a lot. How about someone ring the bell here? That's quite a line. And your shop reputation actually goes down if you make people wait too long. Okay, but back to this. So in order to make 120 linen thread, would need 6 of these processors. So 6 processors goes into 1 assembler. And that could be done maybe like this. Oh, I need, what am I missing? Wood. Let's deal with the customer. So these could all run into there, and then these could all run into there. Then I just need to figure out how to supply all of these with the flax fiber. That's 60 a minute per processor. So that's 3 of these per processor. And I have 6 processors, so 6 times 3 is 18. I would need 18 grinders. The grinder output is consistent with my belt speed, 120. So 1 belt could do 2 processors with my current speed. I think I'm gonna have to stack this vertically. But before I get too far into this, actually, I need to automate the shop. I'm getting too distracted with all these customers. So let's get these lab stands in place. I think that's the best use of my time right now. So that is the bottom floor. There's a little lip right here, so the lab stands are the only way to get it up onto this pot. This one is going to be the gears. Right there. So I'll just come up into there and over. And then I need to figure out where the catapults are going to go. So right in the middle there. It's not right against the manifold, it's one away. So there's room for the elevator. And then, as long as that's plugged into the correct box, I don't need to change any of the recipes. The catapult can actually overwrite any recipes that are in here already. See, there's no iron nails, so I need to get that into one of these boxes as well. And I think in the past what I did was just run a tube through the wall here, because this doorway gets really crowded. But we'll see this work here. It'll just shoot the... Oh, I need to set the target. There we go. And that'll just shoot the gears in. And I can do that for all of these slots here. And I think I skip 2. Yeah. So it's 1, skip 1, 1, skip 1, U, and then skip 2, 1, skip 1, 1, skip 1. Now I can do the same thing for the smaller gears. Just run this along. Ran out of... Oh, I'm out of wood. Ah, let's buy some more wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's actually double that to 8. And then... I can't afford stone. But you go through so much more wood than you do stone, so I'm not too worried about the stone yet. Big line of customers. What do you want? I'm busy. Go away. But I need your money. Alright, I've almost got these gears in place now. I've got people bugging me and missing wood. Grab some more wood. Get these in place to there. And drop in a little elevator. Perfect. So that'll auto resupply now. Need to get the mortars going. It's another tier. And how are we on iron? Okay, these aren't cooking anymore because we're out of wood. Let's get some more wood. End of day. Okay. Probably ran a huge deficit today. No. Tiny profit. This may look like a lot of unnecessary infrastructure, but maintaining the shop manually is such a time sink. It's hard to get anything else done. Oh, I'm 1 shy. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, and we'll get in a elevator there. Beautiful. Probably don't have enough wood to finish this off. Nope. Okay, we'll go grab some more. No big deal. That'll plug into there and keep the mortars stocked. Oh, I need to set the... Yeah, I forgot to do this. There we go. I'll just do it for all of them. We're low on mortars. That's because we don't have any stone. Let's go grab some more stone. How are we on flax? Almost time for another harvest. I've got 1 row of buffer there. Iron's about to run out. That's not good. I don't have enough money to replenish that yet. And I don't think I'm going to get enough from all of these customers. No. We should have a new quest, though. Yeah, let's see. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one for a while. And still just the main quest that I can't do either. Okay. So now it's just the rope that I need to get connected up, and I'm out of nails, I can see already. Let's grab some more wood. Run the this along. Elevator to there. And then the belt can run along this way. I really need this to work. Now, the furnaces will continue to burn fuel even if there's nothing in here. They'll just burn at a reduced rate. So I'm going to actually take these logs out until I can afford more iron. Okay. Get the elevator in place. And then rope is, yeah, right here. Bring that along. And plug it in. Okay, so I don't have to worry about restocking any of these items. I just have to worry about listening to the bell. I'll take care of these guys right here. Right, okay. The next thing was linen. Yeah, I need linen. No, technically I don't. I don't need to do linen. What I need to do is the healing potion. And this takes sage powder and flax. Got a row of flax already, so I'm actually going to go buy some sage. I can't buy a full 8. 4 should be fine. I'll get this planted and deal with the customers. And then there's actually a really simple setup for this. It's just... oh, well. If I had the wood. It's just 3 grinders on each side doing their respective material. So I could do a box for sage and a box for flax. And then just connect those up. And that's a really simple healing potion. What do you want? And this can be placed side by side. So I can get 2 of these really easily. So I will try and blueprint this. We'll take that and put it over here. And I want to be in line with the wood here. So I'll do 1 there and then 1 there. And deal with these annoying people. And then I think these can just... actually, I'm going to flip this one. Right there. To make the outputs closer together. And I'll just put them into a box. Okay, let's grab some flax. But I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make sure it's even. Just gonna wait for the sage to grow. Well, I can buy a little bit more actually. Round it off to 8. Let's see, we need more stone. Let's get more stone. I think I can only afford 2. No, I can only afford 1. Well, I'll get that on. I don't think we're going through mortars very quickly. I've still got a little bit of stockpile there. How are we on nails? Basically out. Yeah, it's because we're out of iron. Oh, I have no money. Yeah, these random quests kind of suck. I can't really complete them yet. Got 1 day on that one, 2 days on that one. Because that's a lot of money. It's like orders of magnitude more than I could get from customers. Oh, I can afford another rock now. Get that going. Then the healing potions, once I actually start making them, they are built, or they're sold, oh, I don't have it yet, in this thing, the potion shelf. So we'll get that, and then place it right here. Wouldn't give me much room to walk past. Maybe right there is fine. So I'll set those 2 healing potions. I just need the sage to grow up. I think the day's gonna end before that happens. Yeah, 3 minutes, 6 minutes. And the plants will almost always grow up at the end of the day, because it still goes through, the game processes the hours where you're supposedly sleeping, so you can use that time to kind of buffer a whole row of plants. So you can theoretically go through 2 seeds per plot per day. If you harvest it and replant it right in the morning, you can get another one towards the end of the night, and then if you replant it again, that crop is guaranteed to be ready in the morning again. I'm actually going to pin these so I don't forget. The healing potions, I'm not too worried about. This contraption will do it just fine. It's actually the linen that I need for the second. Well, actually, no, I need it for both of them. Yeah, it's the linen I'm worried about. That takes a crap ton of flax. So I'm going to get another row here for flax. So 1 row will be for these 2. I'll usually split this 4 and 4. And then another row can go into this box, entirely for rope. And then there's another row that will be entirely for linen. And before the day ends, I'm going to see how many I can buy. Well, I guess 5 is the answer. The sage grew, so I'm going to try and get this in before the day ends. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Alright, end of day. Let's see, we earned 7,000 and spent a little bit more than that. And we've got some healing potions coming in. So the flax and the sage have both grown up. So you're always guaranteed that first crop in the morning. I'll drop the extra flax off over here. Get the rope going again. Oh, right, new quest. Let's see. Something I can actually do? Hey, yes, I can do that one. Alright, that's a lot of money. With that, I think I'm actually going to... Yeah, I need to re-get... I need to buy the iron again. So, 1, 2... And then 2 logs to run that. Still got stone. Still got wood. Seeds. Let's buy some sage. Do 4... And the rest on flax, sure. And just like that, it's like we didn't even have any money. It goes so quickly. You know, I think I'm gonna close the shop. I don't want people bugging me while I figure out a design for the linen. So we already established that it is 1, 2, 6. I have the stackers now, and it is 3 grinders per flax. But this can be done across 1 belt. That's the important part. Because I have the belt upgrades, it can support all of that. Now the problem is that this is on a 1 to 2. This needs 3 of these setups. And I can't stack the processors. I can only stack the belts. So I would need to do something like that, where the grinders drop down and feed 2 at a time. I think this will work. So that can go into there. And then we'll have another one. We will need some lab stands, so I pressed T to adjust the height there. We'll need some lab stands here. But then the shorter ones here. Let's get some more grinders. Now, here's the problem with a 3-input setup. This only has 2 outputs. So there's no way to get an even 3 from a 2. So what I'm actually going to do is not stack them vertically, but I'm going to do it horizontally with 3 boxes. I think that's the only way I'm going to get an even split, is if I do it all myself. Alright, and that should be a nice linen setup. Can I compact this, potentially? If I maybe take this part and, like, rotate it over here, and then use that space it creates for the boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. That might work. So, B, Shift, grab all of that. T to cut. We'll rotate it and put it here. Then these belts can just go like that. Maybe. Why is it pointing that way? C is to crouch, by the way. There we go. That's the shape I wanted. And then I could just reverse the direction on this. Yeah, okay. Let's actually move these boxes to right there. And then reverse the direction on these belts. Come on. Point. No. In. Point in. Yes. No. Okay, let's just delete this. Try that again. So over to there. And over to there. And over to there. Okay. I think that's pretty good. It's not as long anymore. I wish I could fill up this space with something, but the processor has to go on this side because that's just where the outputs are. But this whole thing is actually not in a great spot. Let's move it a little bit. So it's 3 into 1. So let's do gears. Wrong gears, these gears. Let's do you. And then we're going to want a box on that side. Get the belts in place. Okay, and that should be linen setup. Can I potentially move that one closer? No, because linen... Ooh. I'm going to reverse this. I'm thinking ahead a little bit. I'm going to reverse it to there. This box actually goes here, but I want this to not plug straight into the box. I need room for a belt, like I had over here, because this has a secondary function as well. This can be used in conjunction with healing potions to make bandages. So I'm going to take these. Woohoo! That's a lot of healing potions. Ooh, which one is about to expire? Let's do that one first. 1 day, 0 days. So let's grab some stone and then get the linen processor online. I need some flax. Thank you. Now, I can't evenly divide that by 3. Okay, whatever. Just 1, 1, 1. Let's get this stocked up. Well, let's submit first. So, main quest, a lot of money. And we have the automatic cashier now. That's huge. So, I'll open this back up, We'll immediately go by that cashier. Thank you. And it's right there. It can only be placed on the right side of the table, which is really weird. But we can automatically export the cash into a box. And there's a lot of space under here to hold all of my hordes and hordes of cash. So I'm going to do 8 boxes like that, and then just run a line across that way. And then, do I have... I want to get this to consolidate my money. So I will research that. Sure, I'll just pick up some bandages along the way. The plan is for it to come out this way, go into the bank portal, and then into a box. A small box. This will allow me to consolidate all of the copper into silver. Let's grab the sage, and with all of that money I just got, I really need to buy some more flax seeds. And sage. I'll buy sage and flax. So 8 of those, and then that's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. I think that's all I have space for anyway. And the quick plant is in order of the seeds that you bought. So I bought sage first, so I'm going to plant the sage first with the quick plant. It's not, it doesn't just pick a random seed, it's whichever one you had first in your inventory. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this linen quest in time. Which really sucks, because that's a lot of money. Alright, so the way this is working now, though, yeah, that's accumulating. We need some iron. Oh, please tell me I have some iron. No. Yes. I need the sigil. This thingy. The portal sigil. And that goes right over here. Boom. And box right there. Perfect. So this will make silver. 40 linen, and I can do both quests. Wait, what? What the hell? What? Ugh. Alright, now it's working. There's still a few bugs in this game. This has 60 seconds to make 10 more linen. This makes 12 a minute, so that gives me... Oh, it doesn't matter, it's out of flax. God damn it. Okay, well, we're missing one of the quests. We'll pick up the second one. Alright, end of day. I should see a huge profit. Yeah, 15 silver. That's a lot. Okay, let's check for any new quests. No, not really. I think this is the new one. Keep that one pinned. I could do this one. We'll pin that one. Sample quest. This one doesn't expire. I don't care about this one. This one also does not expire. Why not? Let's just spend the iron. Do I have the iron? I don't have the iron to spend. Let's go buy some more wood for that, and more rocks for that, and more... Okay, yeah, we need to buy a lot of stuff. Can I maybe submit some quests first to get money? 11. No, I need to harvest first. So we'll do that. That. that one. And then the excess, I'll just chuck into there. Let's see, any money? No, nothing. Alright, well, let's just wait for the linen to be made and submit the top quest on the right there. That'll give me enough money to buy more material to keep the product line going. I also need to think about repaying my loan, because once I get 6,000 cash on me, I can trade in loan 1. So I have to repay the 6,000, but then I can immediately take out the 10,000. So if I get 6,000, I get an extra 4,000 because of this loan. And then after that, the factory will be so... Or the factory and the shop will be so self-sufficient that I don't really need to bother with loans. Alright, how close are you? Yes. We will submit that one. Beautiful. I'm actually going to do that now. Repay the loan and take out... oh, I could actually go all the way to this one. Do I need it? Why not? Let's do it. So now I can buy all the stuff I want. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Inventory's full. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wood. Let's get some of this converted over. Don't need to carry 20,000 copper coins on me. I need some wood. Some rocks. And then some flax seeds, which I don't actually have enough for. We converted some. So I had enough just for 2 rows. Now I could get the linen onto the belt and into the shop, or I could use it for some bandages. I'm going to use it for the bandages right now. So I'll run this side belt out to about there. Get a processor. This is going to be a little spaghetti, but it's fine for now. Go in. There we go. Set this to bandages. And maybe I should flip that, actually. I'm gonna flip that. Have the output on the other side. That way I can run it along. Ooh, I don't want it to do that, though. If I... Yeah, okay, let's do this. Take this, and I cut it, and move it out to that output instead. That way, just barely squeak by the inputs on those boxes. And then that is actually going to go into the to the main thing here, the main bus. But that's going to be the linen, and then that will be the bandages. Get this in place. Out of nails. Great. I'm not going to connect it up. I'm just going to have the infrastructure in place, because it's kind of hard to build around it, or like underneath it, once everything else is in place. You have to kind of do it in order. So linen will go there. Connect in. And then, yeah, bandages will be there. Then I think I have nails and then a couple of other things, because the potions will go in there. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We can always expand the shop later. Best place to go up might actually be right here. Just like that. that connected up to there. And we'll start selling some bandages. How are we on cash? 19 silver coins. Nice. Let's go buy some more flax seeds with that. And everything is working nicely. I think this might actually be a good place to stop. Got iron, got plants, healing potions, wood, rocks, linen. Got an automated shop now. Everything's all belted in. How are we on research? Okay. Yeah, so we just got into level 4. I think I'll save, yeah, all of this extra smelting stuff and the extractor and the blender. That's like a whole nother layer of complexity, which probably not best to get into at this stage of the episode. So I think I'll end it here. Ooh, let's spend some upgrade points before we go, actually. Now that the shop is automated, it actually makes sense to go into sales ability. So shop profit and customer purchase increase. We'll do that. Just make some extra cash. Yeah, I think that's good progress. So I'll get a good shot of the factory here. Maybe make that my thumbnail. But overall, that was really good progress. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.